And church, today we come in the name of the Lord to heal depression. Maraming mga tao depressed ngayon kahit nung panahon ng Panginoong Jesus. Mark 6:31, then because so many people were coming and going that they did not even have a chance to eat, he said to them, come with me by yourselves to a quiet place and get some rest. The people serving with the Lord were overworked. Maraming ginagawa, konting oras para magpahinga, makakain man lang. And a lot of stress like this, similar to this, even done for good and for good reason, could cause depression. What Jesus did at the time was preemptive. He was trying to avoid depression coming into the lives of his people. Do not press to depress or avoid and do not cause depression. Huwag ipagpilitan na ma-depress. Huwag itulak ang sarili at ang kapwa to get into depression. Father, we thank you that you want us to rest. You want us to be relaxed and to enjoy your peace. We thank you that you care for us and for the details of our lives. We ask you now to continue to enlighten us, empower us to understand the mystery of your many words and teachings that can be applicable when we battle with depression. Be our speaker, our teacher, our healer. We seek you, thanking you in the name of your Son, Jesus. Why was depression very prevalent during the ancient times? Because many people were very oppressed. The ruling elite, the religious elite, the political elite made life very difficult for most of the people. Many of them lived and died in frustration. And frustration, being unable to express oneself, being unable to pursue one's dreams and aspirations, could lead to depression. In fact, sa maraming mga pamilya ngayon, pagka inaral ang mga statistics, maraming mga matitrace na depression sa pamilya na may mga over-domineering elders, sa mga pamilya at sa mga religious groups na laging frustrated yung tao, yung will niya, lagi na lang sinisikil, pinipigil, itinatago. At pagka ito ay hindi nasusunod, yung kagustuhan ng makapangyarihan, there's a lot of guilt, a lot of hiding, a lot of hypocrisy. And all of this, Jesus addressed. He knew that people were so tired, emotionally and spiritually, that they're about to break down. At yung mga pag-breakdown na yan yung mga tinatawag ngayon na depression. In fact, many of the emotional breakdowns that happened, even in the Old Testament, could be examined by clinical practitioners today as depression. Na dahil wala lang silang clinical terms ng araw and they did not have the scientific knowledge to understand the mechanics of this phenomenon, lagi na lang nila sinasabi, demonic possession. But actually, maraming symptoms sinasabi, depression. I have presided over some funerals of people who killed themselves because of depression. And it's one of the most difficult things for a pastor to do. One of the most difficult things to do is to comfort families who have lost a member to suicide. At pagka ang depression extreme, it leads to self-destruction like this one. Psalm 42:11. Why, my soul, are you downcast? Why so disturbed within me? Put your hope in God, for I will yet praise him, my Savior and my God. In other words, here, the singer, the writer, the musician is saying, don't be sad or disturbed. Don't be where you get disturbed. Don't linger at a point and place and time where you can become depressed. Sinasabi nga ng mga Arabs, close the door that brings in the draft. Kailangan iwasan na malagay sa lugar na magkakaroon ng depression. Kasi kung minsan, mahirap umalis. At laging dapat maalala, ang Diyos ang sagot sa depression. You come in the name of the Lord to address issues, to address problems, to address imbalances. And the name of the Lord is not just letters scribbled into a word, but the meaning of the name of the Lord, the meaning of the personality, the teaching of the Lord is what sets us free. For Psalm 43, 2 to 5, you are God, my stronghold. Why have you rejected me? Why must I go about mourning, oppressed by the enemy? Send me your light and your faithful care. Let them lead me. Let them bring me to your holy mountain, to the place where you dwell. So merong hinanakit, merong problema, may dramang bukid itong mag-awit nitong psalm na ito, pero alam niya ang solusyon. Sabi niya sa Diyos, iuwi niyo po ako sa inyong tahanan, sa inyong banal na bundok, kung saan kayo nananahan, at alam ko nandun ang sagot sa aking napakabigat na kalagayan. And verse 4, then I will go to the altar of God, to God, my joy and my delight. I will praise you with the lyre, O God, my God. So, there is a change to praise mode. Dito pa lang makakita tayo ng prinsipyo, how to deal with sadness, with extreme feelings of emotional, negative outlook. And that is to change to praise mode. Pag tayo po ay natutokso na magreklamo, at sometimes valid naman yung mga reklamo natin, ireklamo, pero huwag magtagal. Change to praise mode. Hanapin ang dapat ipagpasalamat dahil marami. At ipagpasalamat. Maraming studies about the brain reveal that your thoughts change the shape of your brain. In other words, yung shape ng brain, hindi siya permanent. Nag-iiba-iba siya. At kung anong iniisip mo, kung anong umiiral na isipin, naiiba ang shape ng brain. Kaya kung halimbawa, ang takbo ng utak mo ay napaka-negative na, wala nang pag-asa, malungkot, ibig sabihin yun ang shape ng utak mo. Kailangan palitan mo yung shape na yan. At ang makakapagpalit niyan, ay ang iniisip mo na ipinapasok mo sa iyong brain. Change your thought, you will change the shape of your brain, you will change your outlook, and you will change your whole value system. Kaya ang sabi sa Romans 12:2, be changed by the renewing of your mind. Naiisip mo, nadadaan mo sa pag-iisip ang pag-shape ng iyong kaisipan. Kaya huwag magtagal sa mga negative, mga reklamo, mga lungkot, mga hinaing, kasi yun ang magiging shape ng utak mo. Kailangan change to praise mode. Think of what to thank God for, what to be happy about, and dwell about those things. Kaya sinasabi ng Thessalonians, so whatever is lovely, whatever is kind, whatever is beautiful, think about such things. Anong po pinag-iisip natin, mga kapatid? Remember, it is not the shape of our brain that brings the thoughts. It's the thoughts that shape the brain. Therefore, we are participants in shaping the brain. Meron tayong pwedeng gawin para yan maiba. What are the major signs of depression? Baka may nade-depress sa ating pamilya, nawawala. Pero I have seen so many families na kung kailan na lang may nangyaring tragedy, tsaka pa lang nila marirealize, ay, depressed pala yung anak namin. Depressed pala yung kapatid ko. Because many people are clueless. Sense of hopelessness is one sign. A constant sense of despair, of complaint. Yung wala nang maisip, wala nang lumala sa bibig, kundi mga puro reklamo sa buhay. And what are the effects of depression? There's difficulty in focusing on work, on any task, and there's also difficulty in enjoying life. Ang depressed person hindi nag-enjoy sa buhay. Kaya madalas gusto na niyang wakasan ang kanyang buhay. What are the major causes of depression? Some scientific study says that genetics have something to do with this, but very definitely brain chemistry. Brain chemistry, especially imbalance, can cause depression. That's why there are medicines. Medication can balance these hormones. Kaya mahalaga kung meron kayong pasyente, meron kayong mahal sa buhay na being given medication by a psychiatrist, to always take it on time, in the correct dosage. Because when you miss it, the blood chemistry can change. I lost one dear friend to this. He's a German. And for the longest time, he has been taking medication for depression. And then some counselor, weight and bodybuilding counselor, yung mga ganyan, told him to stop his medication and change his entire diet. He did. After a few weeks, he committed suicide. Tumalon. Kasi yung depressed na tao, may ibang takbo ng utak yan. Mayroong ibang sign. Kaya importante to keep medicating. Until you are able to find some working substitutes. Because it is the blood chemistry. Another cause of depression is poor nutrition. Sabi nga niya, you are what you eat. So nakakapagpasaya, nakakapagpalungkot, nakakapagpa-depress ang mga kinakain natin. That's why your plate, your cup, your glass could be your gamot or your poison. It's important. Stress can cause depression. Kaya si Jesus sabi niya, sobrang daming tao, hindi kayo nakapagpahinga, hindi kayo nakakakain. Iiwan muna natin sila, pupunta tayo sa isang lugar na hindi sila makakasunod para kayo makapagpahinga. Because Jesus was trying to save the sanity of His people. Grief, loss, or fear. Kaya marami pag namamatayan ng mahal sa buhay, kandidatong ma-depress. Pagka hindi iningatan, yung temporary, dapat na grave grief can prolong and prolong and prolong until it becomes grave, clinical depression. So do not press. Do not insist to depress the heart and the mind. Do not press to be depressed. Kasi mayroong mga tao, alaman nila o hindi, talagang isinusuong nila ang sarili nila into depression. Nalulungkot na nga, nag-iisa pa, ayaw pang sumama sa tao, ayaw pang kumain, ayaw pang maglibang, ayaw pang masiyahan. Anong gagawin mong kasunod nun? Iburol. Kaya dapat mga kapatid, pag nakaramdam kayong parang wala akong gana sa buhay, huwag nyo yung sundin. Dapat, no, magkakagana ako dapat. Parang wala akong ganang kumain. Dapat lalo kang kumain. Pagka alam niyo po ayaw kumain kasi wala akong gana, dapat lalo kang kumain. Kasi, saan ka dadalhin niyang walang gana na yan? Mamamalnourish ka? And when you get so malnourished, your brain will be distorted. And the rule of life, which is to maintain life, will be reversed. That you would want to die. That there are people who are victims of such reversals. Life is the primary duty of life. But a distorted brain will put that upside down and will cause you to even destroy yourself. So avoid depression. Enjoy sufficient food and drink. Isang classic story and example of depression was the prophet Elisha. 1 Kings 19, 3-8. Natakot si Elias na mamatay. So, ano yung stressor dito that could lead to depression? Fear. Yung laging natatakot, kandidatong ma-depress. Kaya dapat gapiin yung takot, talunin yan, alisin sa buhay. So natakot si Elias na mamatay, kaya umalis siya at nagpunta sa Beersheba, iniwan niya roon ang kanyang utusan. So, nagbiyahe siya na ang layo-layo, naglalakad lang, kasi tumatakas siya kay Queen, killer, na gusto siyang patayin. So, eto na naman yung stressor that could lead to a depression, fatigue. Pag sobra kang laging pagod, hindi ka nakapagpapahinga, kandidato kang ma-depress. At mag-isa siyang pumunta sa ilang, another stressor, aloneness. We need healthy dosages of aloneness. Pero pag sobra kang laging alone, hindi yun ang intention ng Diyos para sa atin. Kasi sabi niya, it is not good for a man to be alone. Kailangan meron tayong socialization, meron tayong ministration. Pagka mayroong isang kandila, di ba? Isang kahoy na nag-aapoy at nahipan siya ng malakas na hangin, mamamatay ang apoy. Pero kung patong-patong, tumpok-tumpok silang kahoy na nagliliyab, mas lumalakas ang hangin, mas lumalakas ang apoy. There is strength in togetherness. There is strength that we can draw from one another. That's why the fellowship is very, very important. Kaya lahat ng ginawa ni Jesus, sagot niya sa depression yung church, yung magkakasama kayo, nagtutulungan kayo, nagmamahalan kayo, antidote and even cure the depression. So balik dito kay Elias. Pagkatapos ng maghapong paglalakad, ay naupo siya sa lilim ng isang puno at nanalangin ng ganito, Yahweh, kunin na po ninyo ako. Ako po'y hirap na. Mabuti pa pong mamatay na ako. Susuriin natin kung paano siya nakarating doon. Lagi siyang natatakot, lagi siyang pagod, lagi pa siya nag-iisa, walang nakikipagbigay ng sense sa kanya, sense of belongingness, sense of security, and just good sense. Hirap siya, pagod. gustong mamatay. It is abnormal to want to die. Because the rule of life is to keep on living. Yun ang normal. Pagkatapos, nahiga siya at nakatulog. Nagsisimula na siyang gumaling. Nahiga siya at nakatulog, ngunit dumating ang isang anghel at kinalabit siya nito. So now, there is sleep, there is rest, and an angel comes giving company. Meron na siya ngayong kakampi. Ang ganda ng pattern kung paano siya bumaba at kung paano tumaas. At ang sabi, gising na at kumain ka. Nang siya'y lumingon, nakita niya sa may ulo na ng isang tinapay na niluto sa ibabaw ng mainit na bato at tubig sa isang lalagyan. Kumain nga siya at uminom. So eto na naman yung gamot, food and drink. Maya-maya, nakakatiyak tayong ayaw na niyang mamatay. Kasi nakakakain na siya, bumabalik na yung huwisyo. Pagkatapos ay nahiga siya muli. More sleep, more rest. Kasi kung hindi kayo puyat, hindi kayo pagod at gutom, hindi nyo maiisip ang gusto nyo mamatay. Ang iniisip nyo, gusto ko pang kumain, ang sarap eh. Gusto ko pang mahiga-higa, ang sarap magpahuya-huyaya, lalo tumuulan. Napaka-normal yun. Huwag kayong mag-guilty na gusto nyo mahiga, kumain, kasi nakakatakot ang kabaligtaran nun. Yung gusto nyo nang mamatay. Ngunit bumalik ang anghel ni Yahweh. Ginising siya muli at sinabi, bumangon ka at kumain. Napakahaba pa ng lalakarin mo. Kumain nga siya muli at uminom. Mayroon isang basic rule dito. Mga nagtatrabaho, mga pagod, food before sleep. Darating kayo sa bahay nyo, pagod na kayo, ayaw nyo nang kumain, matutulog na kayo. Sabi ng anghel, kumain ka muna. Kasi you will sleep on empty stomach. Baka mamatay ka pa ng gutom, sabi nila, dilat ka. Pag namatay ka, huwag magpakatamad kumain kahit antok na antok. Mahalaga yun. At ang pagkain ito'y nagbigay sa kanya ng sapat na lakas upang maglakbay ng 40 araw at 40 gabi hanggang sa Sinai, sa bundok ng Diyos. Can you imagine? Kanina gusto niyang mamatay. Ngayon, marathon na siya. 40 days and 40 nights non-stop. Siguro nagpahinga naman, pero ibig sabihin lang, tuloy-tuloy ang kanyang paglalakbay into the mountain of God. This is very symbolic and metaphorical. Pumunta siya sa bundok ng Diyos. Ibig sabihin, bumalik siya sa calling, at this time is ready for more blessings kasi ang pinuntahan niya was the mountain of God. So here there's revival and restoration. Remember, what brought him downhill was fear, diba? Pagod, gutom, pag-iisa. Kaya siya ay pinagpahinga, pinatulog, pinakain, sinamahan, revival. At pag in-apply natin yung basic principle na ito sa mga lungkot natin, ito man ay clinical depression o simpleng lungkot, yung pa rin ang katotohanan. Kailangan ka magpahinga. Anong pagpapahingahan mo? Kung sobra kang nalulungkot dahil mayroong namatay, mayroong nagkasakit, magpahinga ka muna sa idea na yon. Kailangan mong mapahinga. Kung meron kang mahal sa buhay na inaalagaan sa ospital na binilang na ng linggo, buwan, kailangan may mga kaibigan tayong lumapit sa mga, magpahinga ka muna, ako muna magbabantay dito. Kailangan magpahinga. Hindi kataksilan sa minamahal natin na magpahinga. Kasi pag hindi ka nagpahinga, mamaya, pasyente ka na rin. Kaya importante na yung napapagod sa mga ganun, pinapalitan natin. Meron tayong, ako naman. Ano man yun na nakakapagod? O nakakapagod na magpaaral ng mga kapatid na mas bunso. O sasabihin naman ng isang kapatid, o ako naman, ang mag-i-enroll sa kanila ngayong SEM na to. Kailangan natin ang pahinga sa anumang bagay na nakakapagod. Kasi pag hindi, hahatakin tayo to depression ng fear, fatigue, aloneness, lack of sleep and rest, lack of good food and drink. It's as basic as that. Humihirap lang ang gamutan pag lumala na. Kaya dapat huwag hayaang lumala. So, avoid depression, enjoy enough and lots of rest. Jonah 4:3-6. Ito isa pa na gustong mamatay. Mabuti pang mamatay na lang ako, Yahweh. Mas gugustuhin ko pang mamatay kaysa mabuhay. Kasi again, Jonah was alone. He was alone in his mission. And there was a perceived failure. And there was fear. All those negative feelings. Sumagot si Yahweh, ano yung kinakagalit mo, Jonas? Pagkasabi nito, lumakad si Jonas papunta sa silangan ng lungsod at naupo. Gumawa siya ng isang silungan at do'y hinintay kung ano mangyayari sa lungsod. Huwag na nating alamin kung bakit. Mahabang kwento pero depressed si Jonah, hindi natupad yung kanyang prophecy. Pinatubo ng Diyos na si Yahweh sa may tabi ni Jonas ang isang malagong halaman na nagbibigay ng lilim sa kanya. Labis niya itong ikinagalak. So you see, healing is coming. Jonas felt that he was alone, that God deserted him, that what he was prophesying did not happen, and therefore para siyang walang kakampi, mag-isa. Then here comes God. Nandun lang si Jonas, nakaupo siya sa initan, nagpatubo ang Diyos ng puno para siya magkaroon ng lilim. Na-affirm na may nagmamahal pa sa kanya. Alam niyo yung mga depressed sa family natin, ma-affirm niyo lang na mahal niyo sila, gumagaling na. Maipaalala niyo lang, maiparamdam niyo that you care. Malaking healing yan, yung care. So, ikinagalak ni Jonas na naalala siya ng Diyos, nagpatubo pa ng halaman para magkaroon siya ng payong. So, anong nagpapagaling sa kanya? Aruga. Saya. Hindi niya kailangan ng mga chemical medicines. Care. Kasi ang may sakit, ang puso. Ang nakakagalit lang doon, nakakagamot, pagmamahal, pag-alala, aruga. Kaya yung ating binasang Mark 6:31, then because so many people were coming and going, they did not even have a chance to eat, he said to them, Jesus said to his disciples, "Come with me by yourselves to a quiet place and get some rest." Why is this therapeutic? One, because practically, clinically, physically, they needed food and rest. But more than that, it was very, very psychological. It was very emotional and spiritual. Kasi kung naglilingkod kayo ng lingkod, sometimes you will feel na spare part lang kayo na isang machinery. Kahit sa church. Sa isang family corporation, family business, para bang taga-kita ka na lang. Taga-trabaho ka na lang. And Jesus comes and says, kalimutan nyo na muna lahat yung mga may sakit na yan, yung mga nagugutom na yan, mga napoposes na yan, kayo muna ang priority ko, magpahinga kayo. Can you imagine kung anong nawala sa kanila na pwedeng dahot kung mahal nga ba sila ni Jesus? Kung anong nabalik sa kanila na assurance na mahalaga sila kay Jesus, hindi lang dahil sila yung manggagawa, hindi lang sila tagagawa, and consumer din sila ng love of God. And so, physically, emotionally, spiritually, it was very, very therapeutic. It was preemptive cure. It was preventive. And you know that prevention is much easier, much better than cure. Avoid depression, enjoy recreation. Itong pagsasaya, paglilibang, pagpapahinga, dinimonay siya ng religion for so long na maraming mga tao ngayon, if they're into the Bible, if they're into the Lord, parang nagigilty sila pag nagsasaya. Pero hindi ganun ang turo ni Jesus. In fact, even God the Father taught that there should be a day of rest at least after every 6 consecutive days of work. Leviticus 23:3, 6 na araw kayo magtatrabaho, ngunit sa 7 araw, kayo'y magpapahinga. Nung araw kasi walang day off. Pag slave ka, 24/7, hanggang mamatay ka, slave ka. Walang ganun. Kaya yung 10 Commandments, ang kausap doon ni Yahweh, yung mga amo. Sabi niya, you will not work, you're a manservant, you're a maidservant, your animals, blah, blah, blah. Ibig sabihin, ang kausap niya yung mga employer. Yung employer ang sinasabi niya, bigyan niyo ng pahinga mga empleyado niyo. Importante na ang mga tao makapagpahinga. Kaya sa buhay natin, mga kapatid, we should do that. I have seen so many people who work abroad, Filipinos, na isa na lang yung day off, pero meron pa silang 2 extra jobs. Kasi ang dami nilang needs eh. Ang dami nilang kailangan na gastahan. Pero hanggang kailan tatagal ang isang tao na wala talagang pahinga? Wala talagang time na magpahinga. Ang Diyos na lumikha sa atin ang nagtakda na dapat at most you work 6 days and break it with a 7th day of rest. What matters is that the 6 days of work is broken by a 7th day of rest. It doesn't matter kung kailan yung schedule nun. Yung iba naging sobrang technical tuloy eh. No? Kaya ang mahalaga, pinagpapahinga tayo ng Diyos. Kayo ba nagpapahinga? Hindi naman nauubos ang kailangang gastosan. Hindi naman nauubos ang kailangang dapat kitain. Pero nauubos ang lusog. Nauubos ang lakas. At pwede tayong tumirik at bumigay along the way. At isa pa mahalagang tanong, pinagpapahingan nyo ba ang inyong mga breadwinners? Napapahinga ba naman sila? O hindi naman tapos ang kahihingi ng mga humihingi? Kaya ang dalangin na nito mga workers, Diyos ko, maglagay pa po kayo ng 8 araw. Bakit 7 lang? Kasi kulang. Let us allow the people who help us to rest. Kung nasanay na kayo na ito yung birthday nyo, nireregaluhan kayo, inaasahan nyo na sa susunod, niregalo ulit mo, no, this year, rest ka muna. Pahinga ka na lang muna. Saka na lang uli. Diba? Huwag araw-arawin, huwag lagi-lagi. Pag lagi kang nasanay na binibigyan ka, ikaw mag-volunteer, magpahinga ka muna. Hindi mo kailangang obligahin yung sarili. Kasi kung minsan na, obligan na lang nakasanayan na. Yung pala, depressed na yung tao. And we add to the depression of people. Enjoy connection with God. And how do you do that? Through godly thought. Fill your minds with thoughts that you know are pleasing to God. Isaiah 40:31, ngunit muling lumalakas at sumisigla ang nagtitiwala kay Yahweh. Lilipad silang tulad ng mga agila. Sila'y tatakbo ngunit hindi mapapagod. Sila'y lalakad ngunit hindi manghihina. And this is when you are connected with the Lord. Through thought. Ano yung connection na yon? That you fill your thoughts with God thoughts, not demon thoughts. That you fill your thoughts with thoughts of love, of care, of forgiveness. Thoughts that are restful, that make you relax. Hindi nakakapagpahirap ng loob at nakakapagod ng puso. And of course, very importantly, avoid depression, enjoy your connection with your kapwa-tao. Mahalaga makipagkapwa. Ang ituro natin sa mga bata na skill, hindi lagi kang manalo sa competition, kundi yung dapat kang makipagkapwa-tao. Dapat kang makipagmabutihan sa iyong mga classmates. Dapat kang makisalamuha, makisangkot sa iyong mga pinsan. Hindi mo dapat kailangan lagi ikaw ang panalo, ikaw ang bida. Kailangan mag-blend ka because your security is in blending with the environment, not in standing out. Kahit sa business, hindi na uso ngayon yung sa very advanced school of thought ng business, yung competition. Dapat na cooperation. Kahit sa ating bansa nga, di ba, one town, one product ang pinopromote na ng Department of Trade and Industry. Yung anong town ka, anong mahalagang product ka, anong meron kang raw material, anong ang galing ng yung mga tao, anong yung tradisyon, yun ay produce mo. Yung kabilang town, iba. Yung kabilang town, iba. Hindi kayo naglalaban-laban. Hindi ko tulad nung pagka umuso, nung araw yung hot pandesal, lahat ng bahay may tindang hot pandesal. Nung umuso ang water station, every other house has a water station. We kill ourselves when we compete. But when you cooperate, when you complement, yung wala siya, meron ka, yung wala ka, meron siya, everybody will thrive. Yan ang ituro natin sa mga bata. Hindi lagi makipag-compete. Because a life of competition is a life of stress. Choose to be happy. Huwag magpauto sa standards ng mundo kung ano yung success. Sino ang successful person? Yung masaya. Among many other factors. Kailangan masaya. Ephesians 5:19, speak to one another with psalms, hymns, and songs from the Spirit. Sing and make music from your heart to the Lord. How can you do this? Only when you are united in spirit. How can you speak with one another with psalms kung nag-aaway kayo? Kung nagko-kompetisyon, kung naglalabanan. Kaya ang context ito is makipagkapwa, makipagmabutihan to the point that you can and you may sing spiritual songs together, enjoy the Lord, and enjoy worship together. In other words, makipagkapwa. That's why I always implore you, mga kapatid, to join a sambahay. Bakit? You come here on a Sunday, malalaking hall, marami tayo. Pero pag nagkasakit kayo, sino ang dadalaw sa inyo ng mga taga-church? Pag may ipinakasal kayong anak o kinasal kayo, sino magre-regalo ng baso? Puro baso, puro pichel. Diba? Sino ang pupunta sa inyo kung kayo ay nasisiraan ng loob? Sinong lalapitan nyo na magtitiwala, na magpahiram ng resources sila dahil kapalagayan yung loob kayo? When you just come to a big congregation, of course there's blessing there, but it's not complete. Kaya ang tunay na day by day spirit, you join these big events, but this is not everything. You have to be a part of a sambahay. Yung ating mga Bible study group sa bahay-bahay, kung saan kayo nagkakapalagayang loob, that you develop lifelong friendships. Napupunta kayo sa mga birthday, mga anniversary, at kahit sa mga burulan ng isa't isa. Ganyan talaga, from cradle to the grave. I implore you to join. Kaya tayo bukas ng maraming mga ganyan. Ang ikasasaya ko, malaman ko, mabalitaan ko na nade-develop ang mga friendships nyo with the brothers and the sisters in the Lord. Hindi lang yung superficial attendance, a-attend, aalis, para ka nagpunta sa mall. Dapat merong sangkot-sangkot, buhol-buhol na buhay. Kasi doon nalulutas ang napakaraming spiritual longings. Because we were created by God, needing, wanting one another. But of course, Satan is distorting that with pride, with away, with competition. Kaya dapat malinaw sa atin kung sino ang kalaban. Avoid depression, cleanse the mind of negativity. Negative thoughts are like poison, like anger and hatred. Psalm 37:8, refrain from anger and turn from wrath. Do not fret, it leads only to evil. Pag nagagalit ka, walang pupuntahang mabuti yan, evil lang. Cleanse the mind of resentment. Yung tuwing na umaasenso ang kapatid mo o pinsan mo, nagkakaroon ka ng headache. Yung tuwing nagpaparepair ang kapitbahay mo ng bahay at naglalagay ng extension, nagkaka-ulcer ka. You resent the good things happening in another person's life, you will lose. Genesis 4:6-7, si Cain resented his brother. The Lord asked Cain, why are you angry? Why does your face look sad? You know what to do. You know that if you do what is right, I will accept you. But if you don't, sin is ready to attack you. The sin will want to control you, but you must control it. Pag naiinggit ka, naiinis ka, nagsiselos ka, yun ang sinasabi ni Lord, bakit ka nakasimangot dyan? Ba't ka nalulungkot? Kailangang gapiin mo, lupigin mo yung feeling na yan. Kasi pag hindi ka wang nanalo ngayon, yan ang mananalo. Kawawa ka. Huwag mong bigyan ng space yung resentment na hindi ka masaya dahil sa ibang tao, dahil sila ay okay. Alisin mo yan sa iyong system. Nakaka-depress yan. And of course, cleanse your mind of worry. Alam niyo yung worry kung saan nakukuha, kaiisip sa future. Saan naman nakukuha yung lungkot? Kaiisip sa past. Kaya ang gusto ni Lord, isipin mo yung today. Sabi niya, let today's own trouble be sufficient for the day. Past is past. Sabi ni Paul, you know what I do? I leave the past behind. Tapos ikaw naman, lingon ng lingon. To all the girls who never loved you. Nakakalungkot talaga yon. At nakakalungkot pa rin if they loved you kasi wala na. So tama na yung past. Yung too much future, hindi mo alam, matatakot ka lang. Think of today. Tomorrow will worry about itself. Philippians 4:6-7, huwag kayong mabalisa tungkol sa anumang bagay. Sa halip, hingin ninyo sa Diyos ang lahat ng inyong kailangan sa pamamagitan ng panalangin may pasasalamat. Ibig sabihin, panalangin naniniwala na tinanggap mo na. In spirit, yung hinihingi mo. At ang kapayapaan ng Diyos na hindi kayang maunawaan ng tao, ang siyang mag-iingat sa inyong puso at pag-iisip dahil sa inyong pakikipag-isa kay Kristo Jesus. Control your mind. If you cannot, at least discipline your mind. Do not deal with things like fear. John 14:1, do not let your hearts be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. What I'm telling you is correct and it will work. Cleanse your mind of envy. Maraming depressed na tao, ang kakambal, may envy. Pag envious ka, hindi ka maubusan ng kakainggitan. James 3:16, saan man nagahari ang inggit at makasariling hangarin, nagahari din doon ang kaguluhan. Kaguluhan ng relasyon, kaguluhan ng isip. And of course, cleanse yourself of regrets. Yung tapos na, tapos na. Very importantly, cleanse your mind of guilt. Hebrews 8:12, I will forgive their wickedness and will remember their sins no more. Sa mga talagang kasalanan na ginawa natin, pag lumapit tayo sa Panginoong Jesus, forgiven na yun and forgotten. So huwag na kayong mabuhay sa guilt. You have to learn to forgive yourself as God forgives you. So get out of depression if you are there. Or get out of the situation that could bring you to depression. Purpose to get out. Will to get out of depression. Isaiah 41:10, so do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Magandang mag-isip-isip tayo at makiramdam, baka tayo depressed, di lang natin alam. Or baka may depressed sa inyong bahay. Ang inyong kabiyak, ang inyong anak, ang inyong magulang, kapatid. That's why, sobrang natin itong idinidiin. Importanting maghari ang Diyos sa ating buhay. Psalm 34:18, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. So, kung meron sa ating ganitong kalagayan ngayon, crushed in spirit, brokenhearted, thank God because God cares for you. Know your helper. The Lord is our shepherd. Psalm 42:11, why my soul are you downcast? Why so disturbed within me? In other words, mga kapatid, question your feelings. Question your depression. Question your sadness. Question your negative feelings. Protest against it and overturn it with your will to let God rule in your heart. Huwag niyong tanggapin na gano'n na lang. Naiinggit kasi ko, nainis kasi ko. Huwag. Question niyo yun. Dapat hindi ganyan. Ibahin. Put your hope in God, for I will yet praise Him, my Savior and my God. And stay out of depression. Ang daling bumalik dyan. Ang daling mayaya. Romans 15:4, anumang nasa kasulatan noon, pang-una, ay nasulat sa ikatututo natin upang sa pamamagitan ng pagtitiis at pagpapalakas ng loob mula sa kasulatan ay magkaroon tayo ng pag-asa. In other words, the Bible was written for our benefit. Use it correctly. Gamitin mo yung Bible sa pagpapalaya, hindi sa paggapos. Gamitin mo yung Bible sa pagbibigay ng pag-asa, hindi sa pananakot. Gamitin mo yung Bible para ka mapanatag, hindi para ka mabalisa. Because the same heat that melts the wax hardens the clay. The same Bible that can be used to bless you can be used and misused to make your life miserable pag misapplied. 1 Peter 5:6-7, kaya nga, pasakop kayo sa kapangyarihan ng Diyos. Ipagtiwala ninyo sa Kanya inyong mga alalahanin sa buhay sapagkat Siya ay nagmamalasakit sa inyo. Hindi sa Pharisees ipagtitiwala. Hindi sa counselors from hell. Marami kasi mga tagapayo ang ipapayo sa'yo, lalo ka matatakot, lalo ka mababalisa. Mabuti pa, wag na lang. John 16:33, I have told you this thing so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble. But take heart, I have overcome the world. Ano ba mga trouble ngayon ang serious yung iniisip? Laging nakakabalisa, nakakapagbigay ng worry. Sabi ni Jesus, nasolve ko na yan. Just do it my way. Magtiwala. Simplify. Do not carry crosses that you don't need to carry. Don't aspire for too much that makes you stressed. Maging masaya kung ano ang kinikita mo ngayon at binibigay sa'yo ng Diyos. Although nagsisikap pa mag-improve, pero habang hindi pa nag-i-improve yun, tinuturuan mo ang sarili mo na enjoyin yan as it is. Celebrate the happiness of other people. Celebrate their successes. Matuwa ka't maraming bunga yung prutas niya, baka mabigyan ka pa. Kasi meron mga kapitbahay na pag wala yung kapitbahay, lumilipat to sa kabilang lote, pinuputol yung puno ng papaya. I'm telling you a real story that I know about. Ang ganda-ganda ng papaya niya, ang daming bunga. Pagbalik niya, putol. Kapitbahay niya, nag-trespass just to cut it. Can you imagine kung ano yung laman ng ganung mga puso? Tendency mo magalit ka, pero ang tunay na, pag nag-iisip ka, maawa ka eh. Sabi mo, bakit ganyan ka ka-broken? Kung yung papaya ko, pinuputol mo, ano pa sa buhay mo ang hindi mo puputulin? Kaya yung mga tao na naaalipin sila ng mga negative thoughts, mga inggit, mga worry, kawawa. Pag in-apply mo yung pag-ibig ng Diyos, imbes magalit ka, maawa ka eh. Kasi bakit ganun sila ka-distorted? Bakit ganun ka-poisoned ang isip? So, mga kapatid, be sensitive to depressed people. Ilang beses na that I had to go through the sad task of standing before a coffin of a young person who killed himself, and the parent stands beside me and says, wala po kaming kaide-ideya. Hindi nila alam, suicidal na pala yung anak. Be sensitive. Don't push people. Hindi mo alam, nasa bingit na pala, mahuhulog na. Hanggang doon na lang pala ang kaya. Be kind. Hindi natin alam ang dinadala ng isa't isa. Naranasan niyo na ba yung pag may darating na kamag-anak o yung kumakalog yung phone nyo, may text, gusto mo sabihin, please, huwag problem. Hindi ko na kaya. Punong-puno na ako. Kung minsan tayo yung pumupuno sa kapwa. So makiramdam naman tayo bago natin ihagis yung weight natin sa kanila. Makiramdam naman tayo bago tayo magreklamo, bago tayo humingi, bago tayo mangabala, manggulo. Kasi baka isang patak na lang, puno na sila at aapaw. 2 Corinthians 1:4. Inaaliw niya tayo sa ating mga kapighatian upang sa pamamagitan ng kaaliwang tinatanggap natin sa Kanya ay makatulong naman tayo sa mga nahahapis. So make it your ministry to comfort people. Make it your ministry to be a listening ear instead of a preaching mouth. Make it your ministry to give people the space. Merong isang magkaibigan nung unang panahon, tapos itong kaibigan number 1, sobrang naging busy na sa buhay niya. So kaibigan number 2, gusto niya laging patunayan na malakas pa rin siya, na kahit kailan niya kalad ka rin, sasama. Tapos pagka hindi na nakasama, sasabihin niya, nagbago ka na. Parang ikaw pa yung masama na ikaw nagbago. Siya to hindi nagbago, siya po yung bida. Pagkatapos, sasabihin niya, kailangan mag-commit ka sa akin sa lakad na ito. Di ba, classmate tayo nung araw? Tapos pag nag-commit ka, walang atrasan na, walang atrasan. Alam niyo kung meron kayong tunay na kaibigan, alam niyo busy siya, sasabihin niyo, sige, punta ka sa aming event. Pero pag bigla ka naging busy, I'll understand. Huwag ka na tumuloy. O dahil pagod ka, tinamad ka, natulog ka, sige, itulog mo na lang. Nagbibigay ba tayo sa mga tao ng ganun space? Yung iimbitahin mo, pero sabihin mo, pag tinamad ka, okay lang na hindi. O sabihin mo, kailangan huwag ka mawawala. Yung pressure. Tapos nagbaril siya dahil sa imbitasyon mo. Kasi pala punong-puno na eh. Siya na lang yung last drop, puno na eh. Akala mo, bali wala, 1 drop, pero napuno na. You'll never know. Be sensitive. Be kind to people. Help the depressed. Colossians 3:12-14, dapat kayong maging mahabagin. At magmahalan kayo. Don't always ask. Give. It's always more blessed to give than to receive. And it has been proven clinically that givers are happier than receivers. Why? Because there is a certain kind of happiness that changes the blood chemistry of people who give. To the point, talagang mas nag-e-enjoy sila sa ginagawa nila kaysa doon sa tumatanggap. Matthew 25:34-36. Yung pagbigay ng gantimpala sa mga naging mapagbigay sa Diyos. Then the king will say to those on his right, come who are blessed by my Father, take your inheritance, the kingdom prepared for you since the creation of the world. For I was hungry and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty and you gave me something to drink. I was in prison and you visited me. I was sick and you visited me. I was naked and you clothed me. At sabi ng mga tao, when did we do that? At sabi ni Jesus, pag ginawa nyo yan sa kapwa nyo, sa mga maliliit na mga ito, inaari yan ng Diyos na ginawa sa Kanya. Now apply this to depression. extend this verse, not only to material food, not only to a real physical visit, yung, for I was hungry for understanding, and you gave me understanding. I was thirsty for encouragement, and you gave me encouragement. I was a stranger to your cheerful life, and you invited me into your happy life. I needed the cover of non-judgment, acceptance, and affirmation, and you clothed me and dignified me with your attention. I was sick in my mind, and you looked after me. I was in prison of depression and isolation, and you came to visit me. Jesus, sabi niya, I was that depressed person you helped. Because whatever you do to the least of these, you do to me. Think of people whose lives could be changed by a beautiful, kind word from you. By attention, by care. At huwag na tayong lumayo in our immediate family. Sometimes our best effort, our best time and energy is given to strangers. At ang natira na lang sa kasama natin sa bahay, yung ating pagod, yung ating simangot, yung ating dabog. Hindi dapat ganun. Huwag kang sobrang magpakapagod o gumawa ka ng paraan para pag umuwi ka, yung best smile mo para rin sa iyong asawa. Yung best effort mo para pa rin sa iyong nanay o kapatid. Kasi pag natumba ka dyan at naghingalo, sila ang dadampot sa iyo. Huwag tayong sobrang naubos na yung nice behavior sa strangers, tapos ang natira na lang sa kapamilya, sa kapwa, sa kaibigan, yung kagaspangan, yung pagod. Father, we thank you that you love us. And we thank you na napaka-doable at practical lang yung pag-ibig. Hindi ka nagtuturo ng mga high-sounding doctrines na mahirap maunawaan. Ang itinuturo mo sa amin is just to be kind to one another, to love each other, and for you, that is the purest religion. Turuan mo kami, Panginoon, to be sensitive to depressed people, to those who are lonely, or those who are about to become clinically depressed. Nawa meron silang atrasan, kami yon. May magbigay, kami yon. May magparaya, kami yon. Para yung ibibigay namin sa kanilang kabaitan, magdugtong sa kanilang buhay, magdagdag sa kanilang lakas, at sumangga para sila maging self-destructive. Teach us to be sensitive. At kung meron sa amin, Panginoon, na kami mismo yung depressed, kami yung candidate, turuan nyo kami to learn from this study. Na kami magpahinga. Magpalit ng paraan ng pag-iisip, ng estilo sa buhay. Dahil hindi ito ang gusto mo para sa amin. Teach us. Pagbulay-bulayan pa natin sumandali ang mga practical na application nito sa ating mga pribadong buhay. Lord, continue to speak to your people.